Seamus Kennedy, who's already been on the field as a blood sub, he's going to be brought back in now. Well, they've come in their thousands today. Just over 20,000 people paid to be here today. And it's a Munster championship, just never stops giving, Tommy.
Yeah, and I was just wondering at half-time who's going to take this game, be the scruff of the neck. Can Clare find a way to win? And you have to say it has been all Clare in this second half. Tony, Shane O'Donnell when he came on, David Reedy, Rogers. So Tipperary just have to hang in here now. What's left? Say 9 minutes, maybe a minute or two of injury time. Just hang in. It's amazing how they...
Well, they still lead. Lovely pick-up by Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald hits it off his left, and he knew the second it had left his hurl that it had gone wide, but he knew also perhaps there was an advantage. And now this will be the equalising score if Clare can make it count.
Tipperary player has gone off with a hamstring injury.
It looks like Alan Tynan.
Tynan, yeah.
Well, a draw, as we said earlier, would just about keep the hopes of both of these teams alive. Clare, of course, famously 6 years ago were eliminated on 4 points. So Seamus Kennedy is back in, and they're also going to bring in Dara Stakelin. His brother Conor started the game, but has now since been withdrawn. And also being withdrawn is Jason Ford. Johnny Ryan from Arravale Rovers will be on. Stakelin is in. He's really struggling, Alan Tynan, and it looks like a bad one as he limps from the field. Well, it's all happening on the two benches. Mark Rogers is going to get things going again on the field. Looking for his 12th point of the day, and he's got it. And we are level heading down the home straight. Tipperary's 4 first-half goals have not been enough to keep them in front.
The magic of the championship, Dave, you couldn't write a script like this. It looked like Tipperary were home and hose in the first half. Then Clare got the goal, that magic pass from David Reedy into Rogers.
And Stakelin couldn't gather that one. Coming out to meet it now is John McGrath. Beat to it by Lohan, Dahi Lohan. There will be a line ball to Clare. And there was so much energy, anticipation before the game. That's now almost turned into trepidation, tension, fear that the supporters of either of these counties will know their race is run in terms of being a factor in this year's championship, and even worse, it's with a game to spare as well. Neat turn and touch by Mark Rogers. Rogers making good inroads here. Trying to chase him down was Morgan. Ball in towards O'Donnell, doesn't find a Clare man. Tipperary bringing the ball away. O'Mara looks inside, looking for one of his forwards. Not a well-delivered ball though. Dahi Lohan loses his balance, loses his hurl as well. John McGrath's on a hat-trick. McGrath decides to err on the side of caution, takes his tally to 2-3, and Tipperary certainly needed that when they're back in front.
Yeah, and I was wondering where Tipperary are going to get their scores from. As we see there, turnovers. Deft little flick from John.
Sean Keneally will be in shortly as we see McGrath's finish. Here come Clare and Shane O'Donnell. Got the call inside it from Ryan Taylor. Taylor has Rogers in there as well. Instead he looks for Duggan. Shelley's made the decision to come out. He's a long way from his goal, Rhys Shelley. Peter Duggan surrounded. Tipperary hounding him, and they've won that ball. And in the end, the goalkeeper's call was the right one.
Oh, the Tipperary defenders, not in my watch. Not today, pal. Put their arms around him, you know, it could have been a free. Sometimes they're given, sometimes they're not. Fair play to Rhys Shelley, he came out, saw the danger, quick off his line.
And a quick ball into the inside forward line as well. McGrath loses it, then gathers it at the second time of asking. Is he being fouled? His hurl's being held, and he's won a free in for Tipperary. And it looks like Tipper got a second wind and are coming again.
You have to take your hat off to John McGrath. You really do. He was gone, like, he wasn't making the Tipperary team the last couple of years. He's after reigniting that spark.
Jason Ford looking for his 8th of the day. Looking to push Tip into a 2-point lead. 5 minutes remaining. Sean Keneally will be in for Tipperary shortly, who came off the bench against Limerick, an unused sub against Cork. Both benches being unloaded. It is going to be Ford who's withdrawn. Well, Tipperary will go into the final game with Waterford with everything still open for them if they can win this. Maybe even a Munster final. It all comes down to the next 5 minutes or so, just the way we would have wanted it. Well picked up by Kennedy. Sends one wide, scampering after it was Connors. And it may all come down to one mistake or one moment of brilliance. They're looking for their first win of this year's championship. And they have themselves are turning to experience again, having brought in Shane O'Donnell and David Fitzgerald. Now John Conlon, who has a back issue that has flared up and prevented him from starting the game, was down to start. He'll be in shortly. Sent in long. Dropped by Malone, gathered by Adam Hogan. Hogan's ball out is a good one towards Cian Galvin. Very little room to work with on that far side. It'll be a Tipperary ball.
And will they bring on Conlon in the forwards or the backs, Dave? He plays in the forwards with his club, absolutely fantastic. Often scores 5-6 points from play.
Well, he's replacing the man who came into the team for him today, Dahi Lohan. And into the Clare defence he goes. So Lohan stood up well on his championship debut, and it'll be Owen Connolly now. He's come close with a line ball from this near side. He's on the far side now. Plenty of air in it. And that is tailing away to the right and wide. Wide number 13 for Tipperary. But they still lead by 2. That is how things stand in the Munster Championship at the moment. Clare would be rooted to the foot of the table on the solitary point they took from Cork in the opening game. They have to turn this around, or their reign as All-Ireland champions will soon be done. With a game to spare as they head to the Gaelic grounds next weekend, in a game that will likely only mean something to Limerick. Tipperary looking to finish strong here. Long ball sent in over the top. Trying to get to it quickly was Keneally. Clare bring it away. Conlon involved immediately as he looks at the ball to be played in his direction. Instead they go to Malone. And now the ball in the hands of David Fitzgerald. Cian Galvin looking down the field towards Peter Duggan. Over Duggan's head. Chasing it down is Ronan Marr. Almost into the final minute. Marr got a little nudge in the back from Duggan. He refused to give up on it. What a scrap for the ball down on that far side. The officials trying to stay out of it until it goes over the end line, and it'll be a Tipperary ball.
Well, that's some battling between the two bears on the edge of the square. Like, you have to hand it to Liam Cali. Really got that match up right, because even though the two are playing well at different times, Duggan could cause a lot more damage, especially with a ball like that. But Ronan Marr is old school. He'll die with his boots on.
Shelley to Connolly, 4 additional minutes, plus the one that's still remaining of the 70. Lost by Hogan, but Clare still come away with the ball. Played out by McInerney. And a long ball forward by Cathal Malone. Trying to pick out a forward. Closest to it was Ian Galvin. He's got it now, and he's heading towards goal. And he's lost the ball as he got towards the Tipperary posts. Was that their chance? There's still time though. Ormond. What a game he's had. Long hand pass inside. Scooped up by O'Donoghue, and Tipperary come again, and they've got a free that would put them into a 3-point lead.
Well, let's rewind to Mickey Cahill. We saw it, was it a couple of weeks ago below in Cork versus Patrick Horgan. The very same thing, went the wrong side of him. And here's the foul, yeah, pulling the jersey. But what a goal chance.
Well, all the frees are pressurised in Munster Championship hurling, but there's an awful lot riding on this one for Owen Connolly. He's taken them all over now since Ford's withdrawal. He's kept it low, and he has kept it on target. A third for Connolly. Will Clare reel them in? They got themselves level. They couldn't quite find themselves a lead. And now they're 3 behind again, and they chase Tipperary down all over again. Picked up by Kennedy, lost then, flicked back inside, but it's gathered by Ronan Maher, the tip captain. Flicks the ball away. 1 or 2 more scores might do it for Tipperary. Here come Clare again though. Reaching for it is Ryan Taylor. And now it's Rogers. Long ball into Shane O'Donnell. O'Donnell can't get to it. Tip bringing the ball away again. Some space. And it's sent long by Dara Stakelum. 2 on 2 inside. Will it be the Clare 2 that come away with it? Not just yet. It was well played by Sean Keneally, and they turn, and it's fired over the bar. And it's a 2-score game. Tip up by 4. What a finish they're putting together.
Yeah, and the money goal, man. I wonder if he's any relation of Obama, but a couple of balls came into him, missed the kind of touch. His touch wasn't really on, I felt. The next minute he pops up with that wonder score, but a very important score for Tipperary. And how crucial could it be?
He's only got 1 for in his championship career before today, but that 5th point of his career will surely be the most important. It's just given Tipperary a little bit of breathing space. Clare have 2 minutes to save their season, to save their aspirations of going back-to-back, to be the first team from the county ever to do so. They need this one to go over, and it has done from Rogers. That's his 13th. Back to a 1-score game. A goal is required, you feel, for Clare. Less than 2 minutes left.
And it's man on man inside the Tipperary defence, so there could be an opportunity if the ball breaks the right way for a goal for Clare. So it's going to go down to the 4th minute.
Shelley goes long. Picked up by Ormond. Ormond looks and spots the runner in his shoulder, which is Keneally. He's got no room in there to work with. He's been eased off it. Clare looking to come away with the ball, and they've won a free. David Fitzgerald certainly had an impact since coming in. Well, there's only a minute left. Clare will have to send it long, and then it's in the lap of the gods. Conlon goes wide, all the way to Ivor Quilligan. And he's going to send it as far as he possibly can. Down on top of Duggan. Couldn't reach for it with the open paw. Tipperary looking to play out these final few seconds. Great ball down the line, but it'll be close enough to Conlon, who's happy to see it go over the line and get this line ball up and running. It'll be Darragh Lohan now. The nephew of the manager that led them to the All-Ireland title last season, the Promised Land. Sent forward. Clare have to make it happen, and make it happen now. Mark Rogers has already got a goal today. Into the hands it goes of Ryan Taylor. Taylor cuts inside. Duggan couldn't reach for it. Maybe that was the chance. All eyes on the referee now. Just seconds left. He looks to the watch on his left wrist. Still no whistle. There it is. It's over. Tipperary have beaten the All-Ireland champions in their backyard. Despair for the All-Ireland champions, Clare, who will almost certainly now not emerge from Munster in 2025. Tipperary with their first win of the championship. And what an epic contest it was, Tommy Walsh.
Oh my God. Like it had ever. Tipperary thought they won it, Clare thought they were back and they were going to go on and win it. But it was that crucial 10 minutes after about the 60th minute when Tipperary got a few crucial scores. John McGrath, what a performance he's had. Looking down through the team, Clare, Adam Hogan was brilliant in the full back line. out the field. David Mack was